Alright, I'm recording again.
Okay. Quill just kind of sighs, and she's like, to be honest, I was in this all for the adventure, but I didn't bargain for this much adventure. I want whatever is most peaceful at this point.
Whatever's most peaceful would likely be helping me.
Seems like what happened with Stonehold, there seem to be minimal casualties.
Soapstone's pride.
That at least.
Again, I have no interest in butchering people. The only people that are dead are the people that have tried to attack me. They fought well. Their bodies will be tended to after the flesh burns from them. We just simply cannot have disease spreading through this keep.
What about Dardishio's kin?
They'll be given a choice.
I would recommend
They can
taking their heads, because otherwise they're going to claim the city once more.
No, they can try to.
Mm.
They'll be given a choice. I give everyone a choice.
Okay.
Isbop looks fairly happy. He's just sitting over there with the copper coin, seeing how extravagantly she can flip it.
That's adorable. What about you, Mage?
Urus looks up. I'm a simple man. I want gold. And the deed to an onyx mine?
Stone looks and says, hey, you can serve me and we'll work that out then.
Good enough. And I also want full unrestricted access to as much research material as possible.
That does remind me, Stone looks at the orc says, did you at all sack, when you took my daughter's life, the half-elf mage, did you sack the mages college?
Again.
Did your men?
They were not my men either.
I can help with that, Stone. I know who did it.
Okay, that sounds fine. Stone looks and says, fine, you have your deal. We'll wait to allow Fizzbop and Theoden to head up to Carthel to get their kin get Fizzbop's kin protected. And then I will march with you to head towards the wall.
Oh, you're not marching with me. Your entire group will be heading up to Carthel.
Stone looks and says, well, my men will march with you because if this siege does go well, I will seek some beneficial assets out of this for some people I'm looking for, and I'm taking my 300 soldiers that are left in my vanguard to look for a person.
That is absolutely fine.
I want to find the damn thief. I still smell of lavender, and it pisses me off.
So, this is what is going to happen. Your weapons will be returned to you.
Thank you.
Of course. I have taken the liberty of having, new weapons forged as replicas. I did not touch the enchanted materials.
Stone smiles.
One amulet and the one trident. However, through my deal with
Bronzecap?
Bronzecap.
Bronzebeard is the dwarven pirate.
Yeah, with my dealing with Bronzecap, you'll be given another cache of weapons, all of which have been made to be replicas of your own. They're made of a lighter material. They'll hold an edge like an orcish weapon, but they'll be as durable as a dwarven weapon.
Sounds wonderful.
Except they don't make swords, right?
Everybody pretty much gets a lighter version of what they have that is of masterwork quality, which means it has +1 to absolutely everything.
Both my weapons already had +1s.
Does that include my darts?
Well, they weren't able to confiscate your darts.
But I was like, oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask them to.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, are they using the Stonehold's Keep's Forge, the one down in the mine shaft? The giant one that Stone had built?
They're using pretty much every resource they can. You don't know if they're using the forges or not.
Mm.
Yeah, so Urus is going to be like, oh, that reminds me, and quickly unfasten his knife belt and toss it on the ground.
Wait, so
The
is
orc
this...
just
Go ahead.
the orc just sighs, shakes his head. Okay, we'll have replicas made for you as well.
Does this mean Bronze Cap's men are inside my city?
Funny you should mention that.
Mm-hmm.
There's another blast of a war horn. This one's not orcish. It's dwarven.
Fucker, he's turned on us, and he just screwed me. Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's 2 blasts. One orcish blast answers it, and the orc at the head just looks up, nods. Those would be dwarven allies.
Stone looks at us and says, can you unchain me now?
Can you behave?
Well, I'm not gonna kill you now.
Are you
I
going
don't
to
think
attack?
I'm going to kill him
Are you
anyway.
going to attack any of Bronze Cap's men?
No, I have no reason to, as long as Bronze Cap's men don't attack me.
Very well. He'll snap his fingers. Gogram's the one that gets up, unlocks the chains, pulls them free, and moves back to his seat.
Stone just kind of glares at him and says, no more sleeping spells next time.
You weren't expecting it, were you?
No, but if you fought me like a man, I would have killed you.
Here's the thing about fighting like a man, fighting clean, fighting with honor. It gets people killed. I'm going to live a very long time. I don't care if people call me a coward. They can't talk when they're dead.
He fought valiantly, he fought honorably, and now he's dead. 10 points to those who get that. Ugh. Stone just kind of looks at him. Oh, sorry.
10 points to Gryffindor?
Yeah, there we go. Stone just kind of looks at him and shakes out his shoulders.
The word coward's been warped over the years.
Yeah. All right. And when you return to Ocarthel, this is what you're going to tell Dardishio. That the scouts reports were right. You're also going to tell them that Stonehold has not been sacked. It repelled the siege. You're also going to tell him that 2 of the orc leaders are dead. You're not going to give names because you do not know their names. You're only able to identify them by their appearance and the marks of chieftain.
So what type of orcs? White orcs? Black orcs? What are we talking?
1 white orc. You're going to give the description of Gogger.
Stone looks out at him and says, happily.
And the other orc that you're going to give the description of is going to be this orc beside me, the one with the boar skull hanging from his belt.
Okay.
After that, you're going to continue working for him. He's going to look directly to Ernst. You're going to finish your business.
Urus nods.
You're going to tell your employer that we are ready.
Urus nods.
You're going to tell the... No, you're not going to tell him. What you're going to do is you're going to take a letter. And take a letter and you're going to put it in a dead drop. You can use the brothel outside of the safe.
Are you pointing to me still?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to tell them to send word to the capital. Tell them that his suspicions were right and nothing more.
Okay. Urus nods.
Stone looks at the group and says, well, I will leave my men here in case Bronze Cap turns on me. Otherwise, I guess we head out.
You're all free to rest for the night. I'll have one of the Orcish tribes ride you as far as they can safely without being spotted by the Watchers.
Now, assuming that these guys haven't... How long have these guys been in here, by the looks of it, out of curiosity?
You can ask.
Stone's gonna look at the chief orc or the top orc that he tried to kill, and say, "How long have you been here for?"
Well, you left about a week and a day ago. No, 2 weeks and a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly 2 weeks.
Son of a bitch.
Stone just kind of looks at the group and smiles, says, "Okay," and he heads towards what down into the mine shaft to head towards his little royal library he has set up, so that way he can go sleep in there and read.
Yeah. All right.
Because he has a plan. Oh, I'm also, as I'm doing that, I'm in a motion for Urus to follow me.
Urist will nod and follow.
That hurt. All right. You're all free to traverse Stonehold as you see fit. There are orcs and bronze-capped dwarves everywhere.
Where are Stone's men being held? I mean, what did we see? Or did anybody see anything on the way in?
Actually, most of them seem to be getting along decently with the orcs. Like they caved.
Okay. Oh, when Stone heads down into the mine shaft, specifically down, I think it was the third level, he's going to start speaking to Urst. Anybody who wants to follow him is welcome to, by the way, since Stone is local.
All right. Is Fizzop gonna fall?
Tempted to.
How about
Well,
Quillet?
it's like what else am I gonna do?
Quill, ever since things have gone to shit, have been sticking really close to Theoden and Fizzbop. She's just like, no.
Well, if a fight breaks out, we have teams now.
Right?
All right, so everybody's going to be following Stone.
I'll put a guard on the way. Be like, hey. Hey,
The guard that you find is actually a bronze-capped dwarf. Huh?
are there kobolds nearby? Like any kobolds in this area? I need them.
There were a few slaves here when we were moving in.
I like kobolds though.
There are a few kobolds.
I need to be little.
They need to. All right. I can have some of them brought up. Just come back in a couple of hours.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
And I'll be on my way.
Happy little thing.
So with the castle being on top of the hill and the mine shaft actually being inside the hill and a really deep tunnel going like a giant shaft that's level or tiered into about 6 levels down. This place also has, yes, thank you. This is why I do the stone jokes. And with there being secret passages, as I mentioned, outside of Stonehold through the barracks and the mine shaft, would this be something that they have found since those hidden passageways are bricked up inside the barracks that, they're not noticeable unless you're from there?
Oh, they would have been informed of secret passages.
Really? Oh, yeah, because of Aiden. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
They're orcs and dwarves guarding them.
Okay. So, when Stone gets down to the library, he's going to look at the group and start talking to him, say, "Here's the deal. I'm going to go later today. I'm going to go and pay my respects to my 2 daughters. And after that, what?
You should probably get them off the gates.
Yeah, that's what Stone's planning on doing. Stone looks at the rest of the group and says, but here's the deal. When we get to Ocarthel, I'm going to warn Dardisha what's going on." He's whispering this, of course, as quietly as possible. He says, "I'm going to warn Dardisha what's going on. You all will do what you need to protect yourselves. I will make sure that Leon is out of here. And I will
I cut out there for a second right after I will warn Dardisio.
Oh, okay. So I will warn Dardisha, but all of you need to make sure you're protecting yourselves. Do as you are supposed to do. I'm going to make sure this orc pays for what he did. I'm still not happy about this, and I want Bronzecap's head as well as his own."
Here's the thing. I reckon I have a pretty solid idea of exactly who sent the assassins and how.
Mm-hmm.
See, now you recall that letter I was sent to deliver, and I'll point out that If he's been here for 2 weeks, then my letter had nothing to do with this, just for the record.
If I was going to kill you, you'd already be dead.
Point is, letter I delivered. Interesting information in it. Namely, that the priestess will die and that his son, the man's son, will let you into Stonehold. And that was a letter to Bronze Cap.
So Bronze Cap had dealings with my son already. That means he's not going to let them. I'm not going to let things be.
Okay.
He's going to come back.
Here's the deal. I will tell you now the entire letter I was sent to deliver. The
Okay.
entire thing. And it is word for word. I have done.
Paul, can I do a perception check real quick to see if anybody's stealth nearby?
Sure.
Because I hear you rolling, which means that Gogram's nearby, and I don't want to suddenly be stabbed in the neck. 18 plus 3, 21.
2 plus 3, 21.
Do I notice Gogram suddenly getting ready to stab someone in the neck?
You notice absolutely nothing.
That concerns me even more. Stone's gonna look around very paranoid at what's going on. Says, I have a feeling. I know I can't. There's nothing I've noticed, but it seems too quiet. You know what? In the end, I think it might just be better just to keep this orc's word, because if he's got assassins in the area, most likely they'll kill me before I get a chance. So let's just stick with the plan. If Bronze Cap turns on us, we'll go after him afterwards. And if that doesn't happen, we'll leave it be. And Stone just kind of looks at the group and says, "That's that. I'm not gonna chance getting myself killed or more of my kin killed at this point. He probably has my son." He looks at Fizzbop.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What?
I said I don't know about that.
Who's saying this? Theoden?
Nope.
Oh shit.
I don't have to.
Is that Gogram?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, Stone looks around and says, "Oh, so you knew exactly what I was planning. So what's your end of the deal now?"
Well, you did cave a little easily.
Yeah.
That was kind of a giveaway.
Well, actually, to be honest, I was thinking of accepting the deal in total if he had given me both my sons. In fact.
Yeah, that one's not going to happen. However, I really want this to go through as well.
Okay.
Just because of what I've been promised. And
Mhm.
yeah, he said he wouldn't give you your other son.
That's true, but how do I know Bronze Cap's not going to straight turn on me afterwards? Yeah, my son killed one of my daughters, most likely.
Because Bronze Cap is, unlike you, he's actually rather lawful. He's rather predictable when you actually set him to his word. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do his best to do it. He's not one to actively turn on people. He's done fair trade with orcs. He's done fair trade with silver striders. He's done fair trade with anybody who's come near him that he needed something from. He needs this.
Why? Does he plan on claiming Aramis for himself?
I don't know. I don't know what he's actually planning. I don't care. Because eventually somebody's going to want him dead. And I'm going to be the one who gets called to do it. It's just the way of things.
So, what do you want?
Well, I want you to keep your mouth shut. Because if you keep your mouth shut, that means my tribe can get what they're going to need.
And what would that be?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well,
The less you know, the better off you are. So,
yeah, that didn't work out the first time.
I'll tell you what. Keep your mouth shut. I'll fulfill what our leader can't. I'll get your son to you.
That sounds fair. Stone looks at him, puts out his hand, of course not being able to see anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to shake your hand because that requires me coming out. I could probably drop. I could probably drop half of you before another one managed to land a blow.
Stone looks at him and says, if I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't put out my hand. He looks down at
Then
his foot.
I have much less respect for you now, but that's not going to change things.
Stone looks at him and says, fine. That's a fair deal for me. He just smiles and says, I guess then I'm off.
Be careful of where you talk.
Stone heads towards the outer walls to go get his daughter's son. He basically also grabs Urist as he's doing so and pulls him by the collar of his cloak and drags him up with him. Similar to how he dragged the elf around.
Once they're gone, Gogum steps from the shadow and continues on down the hallway.
I can't hear Brianna.
She's like, what just happened? That was weird.
What was weird?
The fact that Gargrim just showed up magically like that.
Oh.
Do you think that he wasn't following to begin with?
No, as soon as I heard the dice roll, I was like, oh shit, I know, he's gotta be here. So, yeah, Stone's gonna head to the wall and go and get his daughters down and take them back into Stonehold, down into the underground crypt.
All right. You'd notice the crypt is probably being misused. It's not just for storage for dead bodies anymore.
What's it being stored for or used for?
Oh, just general warehouse stuff, weapons, black powder. Everything is being kept very orderly by gnomes that are just kind of marching around.
Stone walks in and says, really? There's like 12, 20 different rooms up and down this mineshaft, and you have to use the crypt.
Fizzbop is waving with both hands.
So one of the gnomes just kind of looks taken aback by this, very slowly lifts the hand.
Even my own people. Why?
Stone's got two female bodies in his hand. He's like, you mind, moving some stuff so I can set these two down?
Oh, of course. One of the gnomes snaps their fingers twice, start barking out orders in Gnomish. For those who understand Gnomish, it's like, all right, move the black powder crates over there. Move the firearms nearby, but keep them separate.
And for those observing, there's only 3 filled crypts, but there's a total of 25 empty crypts in the thing. So, and each of them have statues standing in front of them. So, Stone just goes and puts the 2 daughters in 2 of the different little caskets.
We apologize for the state of things. We have run out of space in the other rooms.
Stone looks at it and says, go up to the library and use that. I'd rather lose my books and, make the crypts worse.
Very well, we'll use the library next.
And Stone just puts his daughters... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just commenting on how you guys are using a lot of space there.
We have a lot to move. We've been pretty much moving things in non-stop for 2 weeks.
Wow.
These orcs are actually rather effective.
Yeah.
That way.
Stone looks at it and says, yeah, it's great when you have your keep stolen from you.
Yeah, no hard feelings. I'm just doing what I'm told.
That's why I didn't attack you outright. And Stone
Because
says,
that's been going so well for you so far.
oh, shut up. Stone goes ahead and sits down the 2 girls in the 2 different caskets and just kind of sits there, or gets on his knees and says a prayer. In Dwarvish.
Very well. Theoden's just kind of looking things over. He's looking a bit nervous still.
Are you nervous?
I don't know what the hell this is going to mean for the Striders. I don't particularly want to fight either side of them.
Um, would you be obligated to?
For Dardicia, no. For the orcs, I don't know. I got to do what's best for Aramis.
Stone looks at him and says, "What if I contracted you?
Contracted me to do what?
Protect Fizzbop. That'll be your job. And that way you don't have to put out your hand on either side."
That I could do. I'd be right grateful for.
Stone looks at him and says, "Alright, I will offer you 20 gold for the deal. Once Stonehold is back in my hands, you will have your payment."
All right, I'll take that contract.
And Stone looks at Fizzbop and says, "There you go. Now you two will protect each other. Take Quill with you." Stone looks and says, "I'll make sure once this is all over, Stonehold will be rebuilt, and you guys will be welcome anytime you like. If I should die, my son will pay you for whatever services you render to help out."
Okay.
And Stone just kind of smiles and goes back to his prayer, and kind of kicks her as to, do something.
Do something.
Doesn't know what, just wants him to do something. But yeah.
I don't know. Just say a few words. Well, I did not know them as women, but I knew them as gate decorations.
Ernest, are you still there, man?
Oh,
Oh, there
boy.
you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I just had to go back inside and sit really still because my headphones are charging now.
Oh, no worries. With
I
that.
did not know.
Oh, sorry.
I did not know them as women, but I knew them as food.
God damn it. With that, Stone's just kind of gonna lean up against the crypt and start to fall asleep.
All right. Thaden's going to look at her, so, what did that letter say?
Right. Let me pull it back up. Well, not pull it up. I have to
Oh, out of curiosity, while he's pulling it up, where did